Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we are looking back at Gruul. It's Gruul, but it's big. I think I saw a TGB or someone play something similar to this. It's not quite this list, but it was giving me some inspiration to play this list. Because I wanted to try out a bunch more of the new cards really. I mean, the last Gruul list we made was a bit aggressive. I didn't really get to try out some of the big ones, including the Tyrranax Rex, which is the 7 costing 8/8 Phyrexian dinosaur. This cannot be countered, which I like because mono blue does exist in best of 1. Trample, Ward 4 and Haste and Toxic 4, so pretty big game ender. That along with Thrun, which we have played a little bit with before, but the 5/5 for 5 can't be countered as well. Hello mono blue players. With Trample, Thrun, Breaker of Silence cannot be the target of non-green spells your opponents control or abilities from non-green sources your opponents control. So you can't put this under Brutal Cathar, you can't exile it in any way because there are no green exile spells. This thing is basically unremovable except by Sheoldred's Edict or Liliana or something that makes you sack it. Most things like that, like force a creature to sacrifice any, force a player to sacrifice any creature they control. So really our goal is to always have another creature out when we have this in play to try and protect it, and odds are that we will. But you know, that is the way to get rid of this. We're also running 3 Lukka Bound to Ruin. So Lukka is kind of the build around for this deck because it's a 5 costing Planeswalker for 5. He has been completed, so you can play it on turn 4 for 4 mana, or whatever turn you want for 4 mana. Add red-green. Spend this only to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. A little bit of ramp built into a Planeswalker. Well, that's good because we have a total of 8 7 costing spells. We're also running 3 Titan of Industry alongside Nissa, Ascended Animist and Tyrranax Rex. No, we can't use the ramp to get to Nissa because it does say creature spells only or activate abilities of creatures, and Migloz has some nice abilities for us to activate, as does the Reflection Kiki Jiki. You can -1 to create a 3/3 green beast creature token with Toxic 1. A little bit of board sustainability in Gruul is always nice against the board wipe meta of Farewell and Depopulate. Or the one that we're really playing it for, -4. Lukka deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of type creatures and or planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activated this ability. So odds are we're going to have one of our 3 drops down, 4 power, 4 power. This will only have 2 power, or maybe Thrun with 5 power down, or if we're very lucky, one of these with 7 or 8 power down. So this ability is going to do a load of damage to their creatures on the spot and clear the way for us to swing in and end the game. That's the idea anyway. How are we getting to all this expensive stuff? Well, we've got 4 of the Armored Scrapgorger, which is the new mana dock that allows us to exile things from the graveyard as well. Very handy. There's actually quite a bit of like incidental graveyard interaction around at the moment. In best of 1 you've got mono blue with the Djinns that rely on having instants and sorceries in the graveyard, and the Tolarian Terrors. You've got things like Cruelty of Gix still being played. You've got Graveyard Trespasser trying to exile stuff from your graveyard to gain them life and do you some damage. Well, we can just beat it to the punch. You've got things like Tenacious Underdog, it's still all over the place. So this does have a place in the meta. Azusa's Many Journeys is nice for us as a little anti-mono red. That turn 2 of the saga of you gain 3 life is very nice, and it does give us the ability to ramp and gives us a 3/3 blocker out the end. So pretty strong card against some of the more aggressive strategies to help us get to our late game. 2 Llanowar Loamspeakers, because I don't really want to have more than 8 rampy things, because otherwise you end up drawing too many of them in the late game. So this is our total. 4 Fable the Mirror Breaker. You can't really play red without playing Fable. It ramps, gives us card selection, and then we can clone Titans later if we ever get to that point, or clone the Tyrranax Rex, or clone the tokens that come out of Nissa. I mean, what more do you want? 2 Brotherhood's End. So I stuck this in there because we're running the Topiary Stompers and the Migloz Maid's Crusher, both of which have 4 toughness. So actually there are situations that we can have creatures down, play this, and not kill our own creatures. We need it for things like soldiers in the meta, mono black aggro, mono red aggro. I mean, this does have places even against Anvil decks. The second mode, destroy all artifacts of mana value 3 or less, is very nice against Anvil. So I just think it's a bit of a get out of jail free against certain decks. I don't really want 4 of them, because if you draw lots of them against like certain control-y decks, they're not very good, but 2 feels about right in this deck to me. 4 Topiary Stompers, it ramps us, it searches our library for a basic land card puts onto the battlefield. Often we'll be choosing Forest, as that pairs well with Nissa, the Ascended Animist, which has a -7 of until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest you control and gain trample. So it's like a 7 costing nuke that turns all your creatures into massive nukers. This is often the way we're going to win games, if we haven't already by the time we play any of our other big creatures. So getting more forests on the battlefield would always be a good thing for us. Given that we have Azusa's Many Journeys as well, we can, in theory, have 3 lands on turn 3, 5 lands by turn 4, and then, you know, we can be putting all these big things down the next turn pretty much, if we've managed to play anything else. So, Migloz Maze Crusher. The reason we're running this is it's really flexible and decent. I mean, a 4/4 for 3 is good. Pay 1, remove an oil counter. It gains Vigilance and Menace. That is a hard thing to block, and it's got 4 power for God's sake. And then on turn 4, it can be a 6/6 if you remove 2 oil counters from it. Well, that's lovely. And then some additional ability to destroy artifacts and enchantments. We also have that built into Nissa. So we do have 5 sources in the deck of destroying artifacts and enchantments, which is very, very meta-critical. There are artifacts and enchantments all over the place. Things like Reckoner Bankbuster in Mono Black, or Planeswalker based decks. Things like the Mind Splice Apparatus, I believe it's called. Is that what it's called? Mind Splice? No. It's called Apparatus. No, it's not even called. Oh, it's called, the one colour I haven't selected is blue. Maybe it is. Maybe I was right the first time. It is. This thing. Being able to get rid of this, which can absolutely run over games, is very, very nice. So yeah, there's all sorts of things that having these two, just having Nissa alone to deal with the artifacts and things didn't feel right. Another option for the deck was Cankerbloom, which I still think could be an option. The 2 costing 3/2 that either destroy artifact, destroy enchantment, or proliferate. But I feel like it'd be slightly better in a deck where that proliferate is a little more useful. We don't really have anything that plays with. I mean, we've got a couple of sagas and some planeswalkers, but yeah, not convinced. Anyway, I think Migloz is better in here. We don't need the early game. This is probably, you know, the more aggressive, or you could play both in an aggressive red-green deck. Anyway, that was one option I considered for the deck as well. We are running 26 lands. I thought about doing 27, but because the Stomper is pulling them out so nicely, and we've got card selection with Fable, I don't think we need that extra one. I'm probably going to be proven wrong in some of the games we play today. But that is the deck. We've got some very nice synergies. Being able to drop Rex or Titan of Industry on turn 5 or 6 is always beautiful. As long as we can survive that long. Lukka will help us get there, as does Fable, as does Brotherhood's End. Let's have some games and see how we get on. Okay. Gruul deck number 2. Against number 720, we're number 1300. Interesting hand. Soldiers, you say? Brotherhood's End, I say. Okay, we'll play this. We might have to play our Loamspeaker first to avoid some damage. Nah. Fuck it. We'll take the beating now. I was just hoping that wasn't a siege veteran, and it wasn't. Oh, this is so good. Oh man. That feels good. Yeah, now they've got to rebuild, and we're gonna go ahead of them. Bye-bye. Fable. Thrun is good. Pretty good against soldiers. Yep. Yep. That'll also be okay, I think. Let's get rid of the Loamspeaker. Do we get rid of the other Fable? No. That's a good one. There you go. Can have this to deal with. We've got to be careful of getting too low. Myrel. Okay, we've got that now. So let's play 2/3 drops, I think. We've got a blocker for Myrel, we've got other blockers. So we can attack. Attack all the homes and villages. Okay, so if we do block Myrel, we're... Okay, gonna say double blocking Myrel. That would actually be a good move for their part to attack before doing that. They know they would have lost Myrel, but... Ooh, attacking anyway. Okay. This must be a Myrel, do you think? Nope. So, do we play Nissa? Start churning out creatures? I think we do. 5 creatures, they're all going to get a little bit bigger. Yeah.
I will protect you, Phyrexia, until I know.
So, we just hold fire. If they double spell, they can flip at the end of their turn and take this out. But they can't do it pre-combat. So they do double spell, they've got a Harbin. Don't actually have a way of getting rid of Harbin. Does this have... no. We can copy it. So, can't get rid of this veteran either. The thing is, if we draw a land, we'd copy the Rex, but so we can minus anyway. Can we? Oh no, yeah we can. Okay, I think we're okay. So we do this, give everything +3/+3 and trample.
Harness the power of unity.
That should be enough to force either them to block so they don't have 5 attackers, or we win. And we win. Sweet. Let's try again. I mean, what that last game actually showed is that Soldiers is a good deck, because the fact that we board wiped 4 creatures and they still came pretty close. It's impressive. This looks good to me. Lots of forests, which is what we like to see, really. Blah 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 blah. What do we think we're against? Some Super Friends deck? Could be, could be. What's the date? The 20th today, and we're 1,100. So we've still got time to push for top 250 if we want to. Let's see how much fun this deck is. If we push for top 250, though, I'll probably have to go best of 3, which means less fun for me. But let's see. So Xander's Lounge could be Super Friends. Could just be Cut Down. So we can cycle 2 of these lands with our Fable, which is nice. Excuse me. Yeah, more removal, that's fine. Yeah, more lands. So we'll definitely ditch 2 of these. And play just the Scrapgorger. Next turn we'll have 6, and that's a pretty nice amount to bring Nissa in on. Start dropping creatures. This is definitely a Super Friends deck of some kind. Mill 3 lands off me. So, like this. Get rid of that, just in case there is the flashback vampire. And we'll start plussing, creating some big creatures for them to deal with. It's quite nice that they have to deal with both a big creature and a threatening planeswalker, whereas like Ren and 7, you minus it. You know, the planeswalker isn't threatening, so you just deal with the token. Here, both are pretty dangerous, so quite a good place for us to be, hopefully. Yeah, Tyrranax Rex in the graveyard. Interesting to see what our opponent's got here. They could like drag to the bottom and get rid of everything, but not the 6/6. Don't know. Grixis is like slightly toothless at the moment. They could have Invoke Despair, which obviously would kill all three things but leave the 6/6. But they wouldn't draw from it, which is nice. Okay. So let's play this and try and copy it. We'll definitely pull Forest. Now, if they kill the Stomper, it's not the end of the world for us. Okay, that's annoying. I should have used the Planeswalker ability. But I would have thought they would have done that by now, in fairness. Let's send that at chase, that at face. The opponent is down to 4 cards, and obviously our board is pretty threatening, and we're not going to draw loads of land because we have managed to get 8 on the battlefield already. And I must remember to tap this and exile something from the graveyard. Still don't know what. They could play Burn Down the House. That wouldn't solve this problem for them. Invoke Despair doesn't solve a lot of problems. They could have a Loamspeaker, but we can exile from a graveyard, so that cruelty isn't that helpful whilst we've got the Scrapgorger. They're looking now, but surely they know that if they pick something in my graveyard, I'll just be exiling it. Can try and take a Tyrranax Rex, but obviously won't let that happen. Come on, man. Come on. Let's not play that game. Alright. Silmaril. Alright. Fine. Not the best hand I've ever seen, but that makes it a little nicer. My turn to play. It was good to get some more land there. But we can Brotherhood's End if another creature comes down. I have seen a bit of like a Orzhov creatures list going around. No, that is not an Orzhov creatures list. So in that case I think we'll just Stomper, keep our ramping going. I might actually take a mountain this time just so that we don't pay every time for red mana. Stomper's not really that fun of a target to point removal at because, well, yeah, it doesn't do anything early on, but people still do. It'll do something eventually, I suppose. How nice this is. And Thrun, the problem is, yeah, until we've got another creature out, which I suppose we will once, because we'll have this. Because basically the only way to get rid of this is if they can make us sack it. So we need another creature around. That means that is not the case. Probably would trade it for Sheldred in fairness, because we've got other big creatures coming. Okay, so they're going to grasp that and then, yeah, make us sack it. So we need a land. We didn't get one. So I can get rid of the underdog. Give myself a blocker, but it's not good unless we get a land for the Titan. Gosh. Edict is nice against Thrun, eh? Unfortunately, we have to block that. I'm surprised they didn't flash in the underdog. Could have been lethal. With Sheldred.
Violence is necessary to set things right.
Undying
Blood
Malice.
for knowledge.
Ah, we still haven't got our land anyway. GG, we're running 27, but no luck. Okay, try again. Next one. Let's make it better. This looks sweet. I did put 27. No, we've got 26 lands in here. What a moron. Why am I... We need an extra land in here. Got 8 pay, it's 2 Thrun. Don't know what to take out there. That's probably why I did it. Anyway. Maybe we'll take out 1 Loamspeaker because the conflict with Brotherhood's end. 26 could be enough, but... Natoi. Soldiers. Come on now. Of course I can pay for my 4 mana Fable. Not sure we need all these Rexes. This is a dinosaur tribal mod. Ugh. Okay. Let's throw these 2. We need a land, so... We need a land. I'm not going to Wrath just yet. We'll attack because we're Wrathing next turn. It's going to be a Stomper and a Brotherhood's End next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and we need 7. So as long as we get a land, that is our plan. It's getting urgent. Yeah, this is the last available turn. We'll be Wrathing before we Stomper. So we might as well block with this. That should ring alarm bells for the opponent. Sadly, the Kiki Jiki is going, but I don't have a choice. Good night, sweet soldiers. Yeah, they can draw one. Pew! Okay, now let's get back on plan. We haven't seen any Cathars yet, so... I mean, this has got Ward 4. But I'm sure there are Cathars lying around in there somewhere. Stomper Tribal. Swing. The Pain Train is here. The Stomper Tribal is here. Recruitment Officer. That 2-1 against my 8-8. No, my friend. No, no, and no. This is 12. Oh. We've got to do this. Just for the comedy. You've kept your Harbin. You're going to get 2 tokens, is that right? Yeah. Does mean I can't attack. But they're not looking like they're in the best position. They can put 1/1s on all their stuff once, this turn and once next turn. Can't touch that Harbin, unfortunately. This is actually a 2-turn clock on us, but not if we Titan. So 12. If we run at them with this, they have to block. That's 20 damage coming in. They could block 2 Stompers though and stay alive. Unless they're running some real funky cards, we should be good. Sweet. Soldiers dealt with again. We like playing against soldiers. Alright. The forgotten one. I will feel the enemy inside. It's not our best hand ever. Especially not against black. Cut down. Treble. That's not a cut down. These are nice against that. Be nice to get this Lukka down. But I'll let them draw for that. It's unfortunate, but I think we're gonna have to go with the Lukka. Get ourselves a Phyrexian toxic beast. Yeah, I mean it's black, so we've just got to get through the destroy round. Unfortunately, they can redraw another card because of kicks.
Next time you die.
Problem is, if we do this, we'll be on 8 life, and we're only creating 4/4s. So if they get killed, we're just in trouble. But not sure what choice I really have. Four, 4. Because any destroy gets rid of 4/4 that isn't a cut down. Sheldred's Edict, they can just choose token. Obliterator is bad, not that bad for this particular turn. Go like that, I think. So if we block the Obliterator, we're sacking 5 things. Pretty bad situation. We could buy ourselves a turn by double blocking, I was going to say, with the Scrapgorgers, but we've lost that option. We can let the Obliterator through. It's also a bad option. We do need a Brotherhood's End, but we're just getting a lot of land. I think we just let the Obliterator kill our thing, don't we, and get rid of these 2.
You will soon realize your error.
Come on, what is this land? We could filter away 2 of them now, but I don't think it's going to matter. You're looking a bit dead. Oh, I should have exiled that in response. That would have been a wasted 4 mana. I mean, it's something I can't block with, I suppose, but... So, like this, and like this. Yeah. And we'll just remember to get rid of this now. That is something else I can block with, assuming I draw another land off these two. I didn't, but I will get a land anyway. We don't want a Brotherhood's End now because of the Obliterator. Should we play Thrun? So if we attack with this, they flash this in, we don't let them, we exile it, they attack with these. Fine. That. Probably don't want Thrun to die to the Obliterator if anything, so we'll attack like this. Try and lower them a little bit. Obviously, invoke Despair or anything just wrecks us, but yeah. So I think we'll just get rid of that. And we'll have to block the Obliterator. Yeah. So it's going to have to be the creature. 2, 3, 4. We need to cast Brotherhood's End. So we have to sack Thrun. Can't pay for this actually. And we didn't get another land. So it was, we were going to lose either way if we didn't drop a land. Obliterator, man. That is going to beat us. Don't see it in that many decks though. Okay. Next one. Yolina. Please no Phyrexia Obliterator. And we're on the play. Sweet. Sweet. Come on, Lukka. Always feels silly when you play your extra land and don't play one on turn 3, but that is what's happened. So Esper, probably Planeswalkers. Good game. Good game. Yeah, fine. So got our 3/3, we'll throw this away and this away. Not sure why it's a good game yet. Jace.
Surrender your mind to
Minus on likeness. Yeah. Let's get Lukka in. Get rid of that. Plus for now? I think so. Can play the Loamspeaker. It could be a board wipe. Could be.
We can improve upon your
Mm-hmm. Okay. So a few more easy concedes like that and we'll be golden. So I think I've learnt not to keep 2 lands on the play, but nope, I haven't learnt. If this one goes badly, we'll never keep 2 hands on the play again. This specific one. The problem is I get let off all the time and then I forget how bad it can be. Okay, that's fine. I'm only looking for turn 3 play anyway. And we've got duplicates to get rid of. Opponent's playing black, so early game creatures wouldn't have been all that helpful anyway. Would have just been cut down or gone for their throats or whatever else bad stuff happens to my 4 creatures. Look at this. Just love it, don't they? These black players, they just love it. Flesh Gorger? What is this wildness? I reckon we'll just put another Fable for now, you know? It's looking quite good to have multiple. Trespasser is pretty nice. They've got some hard to remove beasties. So let's throw these 2. Okay. Do we drop Thrun in or do we drop Lukka in? Thrun is probably the hardest thing for them to deal with. A 5/5 can't be targeted. Okay, a reflection has to go. I guess they could do it again. Thankfully not. Which probably means we stemmed our bleeding. No. Let's just block like this, shall we? I don't know why that happened. Yeah, not sure why.
My strength grows through conflict. You serve me now.
Okay. Shieldred the apocalypse. I mean, I will take a double block on that Bank Buster. That is all your card advantage. It's a life game for you with Sheldred. For a reflection, that is worth it. That seemed like a bad idea to me. So we could minus Lukka and kill Sheldred. Because we're on 7. Feels worth it.
Phyrexia endures.
Unfortunately, I would like to have kept Lukka around. This isn't that valuable right now. Let's play this for the 3 life next turn. Let's just play this as an extra blocker. And we'll attack with Thrun. Start whittling them down. Just praying for no Invoke Despairs still, really. Land you can have. We'll just block like this. Trade your 3/3 for my 3/3. Seems quite rash. 3 life, much needed. They have got a foundry they can power up, but Nice to have the Scrapgorgers in case a Gix comes along. Gonna trade that? Well, that's fine too. I suppose it wouldn't be attacking me anytime soon. Just need to draw any of our game enders now. There are 8 of them. Wonder if they're going to get Sheldred back. That would be what I would do. Yep. Oh, why didn't I exile Sheldred? What a bloody moron. I had a Scrapgorger just waiting. Oops. Cycle this now. All the Scrapgorgers in the world. What? That could have been game changing. Oh God. Someone fire me from Mythic. That was awful. Get rid of the only creature in my graveyard as well, in case there's any more graveyard trespassers. What is with this land? Well, for now, we've got 2 blockers, so. And that lets us get rid of, I mean, we have to get rid of our own Scrapgorgers, but well worth it to be rid of Sheldred. We'll hold on to this in case we find another Fable. Okay, we can draw. Even if they draw Invoke Despair this turn, at least they can't play it. The Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Yeah, we just don't need these. It's going to give them an extra turn of life, that life. Oof, they're 1 off casting that for the whole bang. Are they going to crew their Bankbuster? No, they're going to draw with it. Oh, we have actually got the Fable. So this can't give +2/+2 now, can it? So we're only under threat. This hits us for 3. And they put something with 3 power down. But this hits us for 4. We have got this. I think we're okay. We need to get them low. Keep the pressure on with Thrun and its trample. Really? I am surprised by that block. They probably feared that we had a Tyvars, whatever it's called, pump spell. Leaves us in quite a good position. Although I suppose they are now out of Thrun killing range. I thought that was about to be an Invoke Despair. If it was, we'd lose our Fable. I really want to cycle these lands. They must be running them, are they not? Maybe not. Could just be really unlucky. 1 more creature. But we are going to cycle these. There's something they can play. Another Life of Toshiro Umezawa. They're putting in some work with the life gain, aren't they? Flip me. Be 12 life gain in total for those. Yeah. Right. Okay. We now need to play 1 extra land so this can block. And we've got use for our mana with Migloz. Oh, to be fair, we don't need to play it. But then we've used 3 Fables already, so... let's attack. And then put this in. So we could just destroy one of these Life of Tashiro Umezawa's now. Seems worth it. Save us them getting 2 more life and another creature. Oh, we knew it was coming eventually. So the thing is, they could power up the Bankbuster and attack with whatever's there. And we'll probably have to block. God, this is close. Can we just find one of our game enders? Have we gone through a whole deck? Did we find any? We've not found any. I can't go to 2. Oh, thank God. We're going to gain life. Do we care about killing this? Probably not. We're better off with a 4/4, aren't we? The game enders had to be there somewhere. I mean, I thought they were unlucky for not getting an invoke. We've gone through more cards, and we're looking for 1 of 8. Any Tyrranax Rex, Titan, or Nissa was good. Okay, they finally managed to get rid of a Thrun. Don't you have another one of those? Okay, that'll do. Minus. Like this. Those are out of the way. And finally. Deserved win. Okay. Maybe a little easier, shorter, just trouncing of someone now. Yeah, sweet. All the ramp. No payoff, but as I said last game, odds are we'll draw one at some point. Green, oh, Rock Priest. Rock Priest. Okay. Black, green. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get to 4 toxic on turn. This turn. Okay. Can I block with this? That's quite a vicious little combo. Okay. I was wondering if there was going to be something grim to stop me defending against that, but... So if we can play both of these, we'll have 7 lands and they'll be able to block. And then we'll just have to deal with the flyer later. But if we get all the forests, we might be able to win in like a turn, because we'll have 4, 5 forests. All of our creatures get +5/+5 and trample. That seems pretty good, doesn't it, when we've got 4 creatures out? So let's just work this through. That'll be a 5, 8, +18, 26 damage. Yeah, we'll win with Nissa. Especially if they don't have that blocker as well. So, I'll play this. We -7.
I have failed. I've delayed you long enough.
And we attack.
To all.
Good game. Oops. Yeah. Oops. $782. Sweet. Okay. We play till lose. Play till we lose. No 2-drops. This could be the one, but is this mono red? It's not mono red, is it? Mono green. We got our 2-drop anyway. Bing bing. Uh-oh. This could get... Oh, it's not. It's Gruul anyway. Uh-oh. So this could be a 6/6 now. My goodness. Playing this, not played a single spell yet. Vigilance and Menace for taking that 9. I think we are... Well, I said play till lose. This is the other Gruul deck, and it has gone way too fast. There's nothing I can even do now. GG. I did say play till lose. Okay, quick look at the stats. So, 10 games, 46 minutes. So, what's that? Yeah, not too much of a average time. Average win rate 70%, which is pretty good in Mythic. I mean, you can see it's been a positive influence in my Mythic. You can see my Mythic experimentation graph here is all over the place, bouncing around in the sort of top 1,000 or just below sometimes. This has put us back up to about 900 and something, 983 are we now. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this deck. I think it's been pretty good. What are we doing bad against black? That isn't that surprising. Black's got good answers to creatures. And it's quite a fast deck in this meta, and obviously what we're playing is a relatively slow deck. One of our only answers to creatures is Brotherhood's End, which doesn't deal with Sheldred. We struggled against Phyrexia and Obliterator. Like, it's that kind of deck, isn't it, that's going to struggle against black. What we're doing well against blue-white soldiers, blue-black anything, red anything, yeah, Golgari anything. That is not surprising either. We're good against those colours. Unfortunately, we have played the most against black, and I think the prevalence of black is the only thing in the meta at the moment that will hold this back from being like a very, very good deck. I do think there are things you could do in best of 3 to make this better against black, but then I think you'd see less mono black in best of 3. It will still be there, but we could play things like Tyvars, whatever it's called, the one that gives for 1 green gives hexproof and indestructible, or you can pay X and then it gets +X as well. That could be very nice, and that could be nice anyway in the deck, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's been a lot of fun. It's been a bit of a laugh, bit of good fun playing with some big creatures again. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do leave me a like and subscribe. If you didn't, hit thumbs down. Let other people know that you think it's been a load of rubbish, but I don't think it even tells you. But anyway, it does tell me, so let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.